Hi guys, what's good? What's good? What's good? It's your girl JRose. Welcome to What You Say Poet. I'm super excited for another wonderful week here in my room because this quarantine got us out of all types of studios. But yes, welcome to another episode of What You Say Poet. I'm really excited for tonight's guest because it's just a little testament of like what some of the good things that came out of being in quarantine and dealing with this pandemic. You know, we were all kind of forced into deeper into the social media bubble, and I was able to meet so many amazing poets and artists and creatives because of that. So tonight's guest is one of those people, and I'm really excited to chop it up with her, for you guys to meet her. So without further ado, please welcome my guest, Poet the Poet. Yay!
What's up?
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm excited that you're here. Miss Poet, we met when you popped up at one of the virtual open mics, and you were coming through Virtual Voices doing your thing, and I was like, she is dope and a sweetheart. So Poet, please tell the audience a little bit more about you, where you're from, what you got going on, all that good stuff.
All right. So my name is Poet. My actual name is Clinesia, but I go by Poet the Poet. I was born in Connecticut, but I claim I'm from Jamaica. Yeah, I'm Jamaican and Korean. I'm 25.
Wow.
Yeah, let me see something about me. I'm a painter. I am a poet. I'm a hairstylist. I am a tattoo artist. I'm a nail technician.
Oh my God. Tell you, it never fails. I cannot say I've ever met a creative person that only does one thing. So I am not surprised that you do all those amazing, really dope shit, girl.
Thank you. Oh, and I do music too. I sing a little bit. You know that. And I do.
Yes. You sang on Virtual Voices. You did poetry. I didn't know you painted or did tattoos. Girl, we gotta work on that bio. We gotta get your bio like fully loaded.
I'm staring at one of my big pieces now. It's a 30-inch piece on slavery versus Black Lives Matter. So if you wanted to peek at that, I got you.
Yes, absolutely.
I just gotta turn the camera. That's all.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hold on just a second. There we go. Now let me turn the camera for y'all.
Let us see that piece.
All right.
I did not know you painted also, girl.
You know I do a little bit of everything.
You over here just shocking me from jump.
All right,
Let's
now
see that painting.
let me see if I can turn the camera. There we go. Let's do that camera. Done. Okay. Y'all see me struggling?
You are struggling, okay? Ooh.
All right, can you see it?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
What did you use for the hair?
I used faux locks from the hair store.
Ooh.
Yes. So one half of it is going to be I know you've seen the cotton fields in the background, and
yes,
the other half
yes.
it's going to be riots going on in the background, like cars on fire, the cityscape in the background. So that should be it's coming along. It's taken like 3 months, but it's coming along.
I mean, how long does it take you usually to finish a piece? Does it depend on the piece?
Yeah, now normally it takes me maybe like an hour, 2 hours to finish the piece, but this is my first big piece. So, man, that's taking me a minute because I'm so scared to touch it. Kind of like poetry. Like I'd be so scared to mess up a poem. So.
Well, have you seen the movie what is it, Annabellum or something like that?
I
With just
haven't, but
with
that reminds me of it though.
yes, that's what
Have you seen it?
that I saw it. I liked it.
It was good.
But the painting, your painting makes me think of the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, because Janelle, doesn't she get like thrown back into the past?
Something like that, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh man, I gotta
yes.
see it.
You
But
gotta see it. When you see it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But it's your painting is beautiful. I didn't know you painted. When did you? What came first? Like the chicken or the egg? Was it painting or poetry?
poetry came first.
Really?
First. Yeah, because when I was in middle school, I was going through so much in life that I would just like write down things that I was thinking in class, and I was failing, but but I would just write down things. You know, I got straight A's in English and F's and everything else. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Oh my gosh.
I got a 3.9 in college now. So,
Okay, yes, sis.
but yeah, no, it was definitely poetry first. I fell in love with poetry first.
Wow. And what led you into painting?
Writer's block.
Writer's block.
Writer's block. Someone told me, like you should just try drawing, maybe drawing out your feelings if you can't write. So I started and I was terrible for a long time. And then I got over my writer's block, and then I wasn't painting as much, and then I got writer's block again, and I went back into it. So yeah, so that's how it started.
So it's been like a back and forth thing with painting and poetry.
Yeah,
So
now
you
it's
get like painter's block, and then that brings you back to the poetry, and then is that how it is? Is that even a thing? Is that a word? Is that
painter's block is a thing. Yeah. I just literally like earlier, maybe like 3 o'clock this morning, I woke up out of my sleep and I wrote down a painting idea, and then I sketched out the painting in my notepad, and then I went back to sleep.
really? Does that happen to you with poetry as well? Do you wake up in the middle of the night and just write down some lines and
All the time. I'll be driving and then have to pull over. Like, it's bad. It's bad.
you mentioned also that you do tattoos.
Yes, I do. I do.
When the hell did you start doing that?
I started doing tattoos maybe 4 years ago. Maybe 4 years.
What?
Yeah, funny story. So, I was eating dinner at this Italian restaurant, this little mom and pop shop, and I was
Yeah.
drawing, and this white guy, like long beard, biker type dude, he was with his wife and their granddaughter. I mean, old dude, like maybe 70s. And
Wow.
he saw my piece that I was drawing, just a woman that I made up in my head, and he was like, "Have you ever thought about tattooing?" And I was like, yeah. And he was like, "Well, I got some old equipment. If you y'all, I can't make this up." He was like, "I got some old equipment if you want it, and I'll just give it to you for free." I'm like, "What? Okay, cool."
What?
This guy gave me 4 tattoo guns, 2 how-to videos. He gave me pigskin. I had over 100 bottles of ink. I had over 200 sterilized needles, and he gave it all to me for free. So,
Oh my God.
yeah, this one of my first tattoos was actually, I don't know if you can see the dream catcher here.
You did that on yourself?
Yeah, I did the dream catcher myself. I'm all over the place, but yeah, definitely.
How many tattoos do you have now?
I just added 11 because I have a lotus flower and a moon on one thigh, and then a lotus flower and a sun on the other thigh too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta talk, girl, because well, you don't know, I love tattoos. I have 9. And
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
You just can't see them, They
I
live
got
though.
you. I got you. Definitely. I'm trying to get up there to where you're at anyway, just to visit for a little bit.
Yes, come to New York. Make some money, do some business, meet some people.
I'll be in New York. Well, I won't be in New York. I'll be in Connecticut next month.
Ooh. Well, what part of Connecticut were you from? I have family out there.
I was from Bridgeport, but I was raised in Willimantic.
Oh, I got family in New Haven.
Okay, yeah. I think
like
I'm
West
in New
Haven.
Haven next month.
Oh shit! So you're not that far from New York. Stop. You
No.
talk about like you gotta take a flight. Like you're like a 2-hour drive.
Well, I will be. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I'm gonna have to come to. I have to go to New York. I've never been, so like.
Wait, you never been to New York?
Not one time. No.
Oh my gosh, you live in Connecticut. You were right there.
Well, I left Connecticut and I was like 13, 14. So I wasn't even old enough to do anything the whole time.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, I know. You don't get to. Your kid is like you don't really get to enjoy it
Right,
as
right.
much as an adult.
There's nothing to do with Connecticut as a teenager.
So, um, where do you see your like creativity in like 5 years? Where do you see yourself creatively?
I plan on. I just recently became a voiceover actress, so I plan on
You
opening.
just out here hustling. You are Jamaican. You are definitely hella Jamaican.
Yeah, I just try to open up all venues for myself. You know, you got to learn how to do everything so you're never broke.
Facts.
So, yeah, no, I in 5 years I plan on opening up next year. Actually, I plan on opening up a cafe for jazz, blues, and poetry, here in the Atlanta area. Wait for it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna put a tattoo shop in the back.
Oh, yes. Yes. One stop
Yeah.
shop.
So that's the plan. That's the plan. Yeah, I want to do that. And then I also want to like travel once I get it off the ground and get someone to manage it here. And then I want to travel and open up another cafe somewhere else.
Yeah. Girl.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you have to like kind of prepare for to like put yourself in that position to be able to open up a place?
Oh, credit has to be fixed first. That's the most important thing. If you want to open up a business, you just have to make sure you're going to be able to have enough, a lump sum to where you can open your business and decorate your business and then open it so you're not looking crazy trying to get business and it's not done, you know?
Yeah.
So definitely credit first. After credit though, I think I really just need to be in the mindset of success because I just haven't been there this year with this whole pandemic and
Yeah.
going on and the car accident. It's just kind of like I don't know. Like, this year kind of bummed everyone out.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But I feel like we should pat ourselves on the back because we made it through this year.
Yeah, what are some of the things that, like how were you able to survive these past 11 months?
Yeah, barely. Oh my god. I'm not okay. No, I'm kidding. All right, I'm just fine.
You said I'm not okay.
No, it has been it's been trying, but I feel like what's kept me here is my poetry, my art. I've been doing art shows throughout the pandemic. So we've been doing like COVID safe like art markets and I've been performing at them and selling my art and stuff like that. So I guess that's really what kept me.
Yeah. So you were still able to like kind of thrive in your creative space regardless.
Yeah.
That's
Really
great.
slow
A
down.
lot of people crawled into a hole and they're still struggling to get out of there.
I was that person for maybe like a couple of months out the year. It was difficult, but I had to fight past it. Definitely.
How'd you snap out of it?
You know what made me snap out of it? To be honest, I have someone in my corner that just genuinely loves me and supports me 100%. And she was there through pretty much the whole. We met in the beginning of the pandemic, and she's just been there throughout. You know, just kind of motivating me and making me remember that there's, you know, struggle isn't like permanent. It's just right now. So shout out to Bay.
Oh, listen, having someone there for you to like support you in that way is so important. You know, we can't do this all by ourselves, you know?
Exactly.
What happened? You looking for your charger?
Yes. Okay, so I'm looking for.
You got the where the fuck is my charger face? Like that, like.
Because like so I have my ring light plugged in, but only one base, and my phone is about to die. So I'm like, damn, I gotta make a choice.
She's like, wait a minute.
So y'all are gonna have to. We're gonna have to go no ring light for a little bit.
Well, I'm gonna play a couple commercials. So if you want to take that time while we take a commercial break to get yourself situated.
Sounds good to me. I
All
appreciate
right. So now we're gonna have a quick word from some of our sponsors.
J-B-A-D-A, I rip every day, make it look so easy.
From the artist that brought you the debut solo album, Gemini, comes a new EP. Jay Bada presents his sophomore solo project titled Indian Summer, The Prologue. Written and produced during one of the most unique and impactful years of our existence, 2020. Check out this EP full of good intentions, positive lyrics, and a unique flow. Listen from your favorite streaming platform today. For more music from Jay Bada, follow him on IG at JBadaMusic. Whether it's tax season, the holidays, or whatever falls in between, you want to make sure that you're being smart with your money. So go visit my girl, Queen Candace, at the Queen Blueprint to learn how to gain your financial freedom. You could get a personalized debt payoff plan, a full financial overview, and learn to repair your relationship with money. Smarter money moves are waiting for you at www.thequeenblueprint.com or call 877-387-BLUE. Use code JRose20 for 20% off of all our financial services.
And we're back. Are you
Did
good?
you see me backstage?
I saw you backstage. I was watching you running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
I was like, I have to be back when she goes back. Oh man. So I went and stole a bass. We're good. It's on the charger. We're good.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. So I know you poetry is your love. Do you want to share a piece with us?
Girl, yes. What? Yeah.
She was like,
Let me just.
funny you say that.
Y'all like my book? Y'all like my book? Look at that unicorn nose.
Oh, I love that.
I love unicorns. Can't get enough. All right. Let me see.
Come on, you like to write about love, pain, overcoming anguish, strength.
All right, so let me see. It depends. It really honestly depends on what y'all want to hear. But I got one called "Ode to My Exes and Almosts."
Ooh,
and I think you'll like that one. Okay. So there's just a little bit of singing in the beginning. Let me see. Okay. My eyes are green 'cause I eat a lot of vegetables. It don't have nothing to do with your new friend. Nah, fuck that. I'm jealous. How you choose her over me? How you build a house and picket fence on my Brokeback Mountain for this bitch? Use my womb well for water, now she bathing in my tears, showering in my blood. How you building something with her on top of me? Guess that's why you always calling me your foundation, huh? Let me ask the same question. How you building something with her if you on top of me? You said she's safe and I'm too much for you. Guess when you seen the blood in her bathwater, it reminded you of the same hue of the blood on my wrist the night I FaceTimed you. Remember that? You said when you said what I did was disgusting, that you weren't sure if you still wanted me, made me wish I'd have done it, succeeded, had the balls to. Wonder if you'd have whispered it into my casket. Or maybe you felt relief that lugging my dead weight would slide up off for you. Lately, every poem has been about you. Remember when you kissed your ex in front of me? Then the same day asked me why I won't be your girlfriend. This poem is not supposed to make sense to you. It is a conjunction of my pain. I've been tracing my scars with a pen because I know you like to be straight and to the point. Can't help but think that maybe if I press hard enough, I'll open back up. My eyes are gray. There you go.
Go ahead, poet. Yes. And I love that song from the Erykah Badu album.
Right.
Love it.
I'm live on the show right now, and I need it from my.
That's bit. Welcome to the virtual digital world.
Right. All right. So
love that piece.
Thank you so much.
When you and I first met on social media, I remember you telling me how like you had this goal of being known, like becoming like a big poet,
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Maya.
What are you? Yes. So how are you gonna get there? What are you trying to do? What are the goals when it comes to that?
Okay, so the goal is to try to become well known here in Atlanta and Georgia. And then I kind of want to travel from state to state and just do like open mic nights, like spoken word poetry events, competitions. I really just want to be known everywhere. And and I also want to see the world while I do it. You know what I mean? So that's just really the big goal, is just go everywhere and let everybody hear me. Hopefully that works.
Do you plan on publishing any books?
Yes, I'm actually working on 2 books right now to be published next year.
Really? What are the books?
Yeah.
Are they poetry books? Are they like novels? What are you working on?
So if you wanted to count a regular book, I'm doing 2 poetry books right now and 1 regular book, 1 regular fiction. So the first one is called Paper Thoughts and Where to Find Them. Yeah,
I love that.
Thank you. The second one is called Chocolate Girls, Poppin' Curls, and Poetry. That one's kind of, lighter for teenage girls. You know what I mean? Like something for teenage girls to get into poetry. Because I wish I had something like that when I was younger. The third one is called The Pursuit of Revenge, and that's the fiction book.
Ooh, is that like a mystery type of?
Yeah, I'm trying to turn it into like a trilogy. You know what I mean? Basically about a newlywed couple, and one of them gets a call from a guy who like killed their whole family. He wants money, and it's just like about her getting to him before he gets to her type deal. So.
Oh, I'm still here. I don't know what happened to me.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh my God. There I am. Hey.
Yay.
How you doing? How you doing?
Hi, I'm
So what made you go into like the fictional side? Was that something you always wanted to do? Because were you always writing poetry? Were you ever short stories?
Well, I mean, okay. So I was always doing poetry, and then we started doing short stories in English, and I was like, oh, I can get behind this. So I just, tried my hand. You know what? You remember Wattpad?
Which what?
Wattpad.
I remember what?
So
what?
it's Yeah, it's called Wattpad. It's like WATTPAD. It's like a free reader site where you can read books that people write.
No.
You need to get on that. My book is on
Yeah,
there. It's on
please
Wattpad.
put me on.
Yeah, so like Wattpad is like where you don't need to be published, you don't need to like copyright anything. They copyright it for you for free, and you just like start typing. So I literally just got up there, I just started typing the story, and I think it's got like 2,000 views now or something. I haven't checked in like a year, but
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you gotta put me on to that. You just put your work up there and that's it.
That's it. People start reading it. That's it. Like you just put your work up there, you promote it. I'm gonna actually send it to you. I'm gonna send you the link when we get off.
Yeah, was it like a social media for writers type of thing?
Well, no, it's like a Kindle for beginning writers.
Oh.
Yeah, people can comment on your book underneath the actual book. You put the bio and everything, and then you just edit it as you go.
Oh, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
please do send me the link. Good girl. So when you grew up in Connecticut, right? And you said you moved. So you move to Atlanta at the age of 13? There you go.
I got a phone, y'all.
Oh, someone was trying to call. They're calling. They're like, "Where you at, poet?"
Sorry. Yeah.
So you moved to Atlanta as a teenager.
Yep.
So what was that experience like coming from like Connecticut to be like way, kind of like New York sometimes in certain ways. Was there a difference when you moved to Atlanta? Did you experience anything like that?
Yes. It was like a culture shock coming from where I lived at to Georgia, because in Connecticut where I lived, we call it Willow Rico. There's like a lot of Spanish people, right? So there's not very many people. It's a little
Yes,
but,
in Bridgeport, hell yeah.
Yeah, so I remember being in school with them and thinking, oh, I want long hair, I want like lighter skin, and then I got here and there's like so many people that look like me, and I was like, oh shit, like this is lit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was easier for me to make friends. I did my first poetry show here in Georgia, so it was kind of like this is where I fell in love with it. This is where I fell in love with performing, and I just feel like I can't leave. If I do leave, I gotta come back.
Oh my gosh. So you don't feel like that. I miss Connecticut. You're more like I love Atlanta. I'm not going anywhere.
I don't think I have ever in my life said the words "I miss Connecticut."
I don't blame you though. Like Atlanta is so lit. I love Atlanta. Every time I go out there, like I don't want to come back. I even was out there in August filming for the second season of my show, the JRose Experience. But I've always loved ATL. Like I would go every year, and I remember one time we went to like how like they have these communities, like they have some houses or whatever. These are gated communities, and then they have like the demo house, so you can go see what the houses are. You go see what it's like. And I was like, I went to the demo house, and I was like, let's just stay right here. Like we could just leave everything in New York. I did not want to come back. I was like,
No,
you get so much, so much. You get so much space for like a fraction of what you pay out here in New York. It's so expensive out here.
Yeah, I heard it was definitely. So but to be honest, I do want to spend some type of time, maybe like 3 months or so in New York, just to like, because I heard the art scene's ridiculous out there. Like I heard there's all kinds of stuff going on. So I just gotta get a little taste of it.
Yeah, I think everybody should. Like, if you can have the opportunity to live in New York for a little while, and especially like from the creative side, and like experience it, I definitely recommend it. Maybe not now during this pandemic because there's nothing going on. Only like a few events here and there. But when things aren't like this, there's definitely so much to do. Like every night of the week, there's something to do for sure,
Yeah.
and something like artsy and like creative, like 1000%. There's never like a dull moment on here.
I need to go. You're convincing me. It's time
Oh,
for me to go. When I get there, I'm crashing on your couch. So whenever you're ready for me, let's go.
I love it. Well, my girl Poet, please, 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 before we wrap up for tonight, I want to know like your last gem of the night, your final thoughts, something that you want the audience to walk away with.
Okay. So I think that something that I want you guys to know is if you're a poet, if you're a singer, if you're a dancer, if you want to be any of those things, I would say most importantly, just do it. Okay. Because a lot of doubt, a lot of self-doubt, a lot of things hold us back. And like, we're like, oh, I sing in the shower. That's it, or like, oh, I write in my notebook all the time, but I would never perform it. You know what I mean? I feel like if you just take that leap, you never know where it could take you. So the most important thing is to honestly just do it, because I just did it, and I look where it's gotten me. You know what I mean? So I just think that's the most important thing. Do what you want. Forget what everybody else has to say about it. And most importantly, try to impress yourself, and that'll impress everybody else. So
yes. Ooh, she dropped a few gems right there. Okay, I thought you sneaking another gem right there, another extra gem. I love it. Yes, you heard it from Poet. Just do it. Look at that. She did it. She was drawing and some man just gave her a whole like new career in tattooing. So you never know what the universe is going to hand over to you when you decide to just do it. Poet, please tell the audience where they can find you, where they can connect with you.
Okay, so you guys can find me on Instagram at poet.the.poet. You can find me on Facebook at Blue Nicholson. That's BLEU Nicholson. And let me see what else. I think that's all I really have, you guys, to be honest. Definitely follow me for anything coming up. If you're in the Atlanta area, there are going to be some shows coming up. So stay tuned.
Yes. Make sure you guys follow her. She's really amazing. She's a sweetheart. Look at, she's got a bunch of personality and energy. And you heard her poetry style. And you saw her painting. And you saw her tattoo. So you know she's just amazing. So go hit her up if you need that tat. She's about to open the cafe next year. So you can be in there too. Listen, she's about to do amazing things. So make sure that you guys connect with her so you can be a part of her journey. Poet, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Guys, don't forget to please follow the Rose Garden events. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Rose Garden events. We have a lot of projects and amazing shows coming up that we're going to be streaming on there. So make sure that you connect with us too. And of course, you can follow me as your host at My Humble Thoughts. I'm your girl, JRose. And like I always say, you guys keep growing. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Say bye-bye.
Oh, man. That was